Thank you. Next week, you'll notice even more law enforcement out on the streets. That's because Arizona agencies will ramp up patrols for their holiday DUI task force. Over Thanksgiving last year, patrols made 263 total DUI arrests. So joining me again to take a legal deep dive is criminal defense attorney Hector Diaz. This is the time of year, right? Next week, we've got Thanksgiving, and then once we hit December, it is Christmas parties, holiday parties leading up to December 25th. Christmas. So what is the number one question that you get from your clients when it comes to DUI?
I think just in general, people believe that, you can't be charged with a DUI offense if you're under a .08. Right. We all know the legal limit's .08 in Arizona and most states, and that's just not true. What the law says is that you can be charged with DUI for having alcohol or any drug in your system. Right. And being impaired to the slightest degree. And that's an issue that you can have somebody say who's .06 under the legal limit.
Right, no matter what it is.
Right, but the officer in their investigation believed that that person was impaired based on, some field sobriety tests that they did there roadside.
Sure, enough to pull them over because obviously there's a concern.
Right.
Okay, so what if you've had, let's just say, one too many drinks, right? And you decide, because it's the right thing, you pull over, you park your car, you stay put. Are you safe?
That's like most lawyers are going to say it depends. It depends. It's a factor test. It's what we call the safe harbor. It's called whether that person's in actual physical control of the vehicle. And the issue comes down to whether or not, based on their position in the vehicle, they pose a danger given, to potentially, drive off with the car. So things that the officers will look at, did the person have the key in the ignition? Were the headlights on? Was the ignition of the car on? Did they have their seatbelt on? It is a multiple of factors that they'll look at. And so the message is obviously don't drink and drive, take an Uber. But in that situation, the actual physical control, it's not a simple, no, you're safe.
It's not as cut and dry as you think.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Okay, so what if you're convicted of a DUI? What are the penalties?
Arizona is one of the toughest states on DUIs.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking jail. You're talking a mandatory suspension of your driver's license. You're talking about fines that are just, incredible. And then, the fact you've got to go to court and be in court and take up, your day. And so it is. I mean, the collateral consequences also. Employers now are looking to see if you've been convicted of a DUI, and that could be an issue, especially if you have, you drive for work.
Right.
That could be a problem as well. So it is. The message is don't drink and drive.
Yeah. Very easy. All right. Hector, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lena?